You know, every once in a while, a deal crosses our desk that just makes you stop and stare. This is one of those deals. We're looking at a digital asset today with numbers that frankly seem too good to be true. So we're going to do a full broker's deep dive. 82%. Just let that number sink in for a second. In the world we operate in, that's basically a mythical creature. And let's be crystal clear here. We're not talking gross margin. This is net profit. This is after every single expense is paid. It's the actual cash that lands in the bank account, and it's been doing it consistently for the last year. Okay, but here's the thing. Our job isn't to get excited, it's to get skeptical. And an 82% margin on a business that's been around for 10 years, that immediately raises some red flags. So is this a hidden gem, or is there something seriously wrong that we're not seeing? Let's find out. So we start right where we always do, our standard due diligence process. It's time to start kicking the digital tires and see if this thing is solid. And these are the questions that pop into my head immediately. Is that 82% a one-time thing? Is a 10-year-old business running on ancient, broken code? Is passive just code for you're going to be working all night? And maybe most importantly, what does this business actually do to make money? All right, enough speculating. Let's get into the only thing that really matters at this point, the hard numbers. Time to verify that 82% claim and see if it holds up. And here we go, the 12-month rolling average. Revenue comes in at just under $3,000 a month. Expenses are, wow, just over $500. That leaves a net profit of $2,366. You run the math on that, and yep, it's an 82% margin. That expense line is what's really incredible. $500 to run a business pulling in almost $3,000. That is unbelievably efficient. So there it is, our first and biggest. Skepticism has been completely debunked. The numbers are real. The margin is verified. This is not a mistake. But to really understand how wild this is, let's put it in context. The average profit margin in the EdTech space, so educational technology, is about 25%. This asset isn't just a little bit better. It is operating on a totally different financial planet. We're talking more than 3 times the industry average. That's insane. Okay, so the money is legit, no question there. But what about the workload? That 82% margin doesn't mean a thing if you're chained to a desk 80 hours a week to get it. So now we're going to test that passive income claim. You know, our next concern was the age. 10 years is ancient in the online world. But when you look at the timeline, old starts to look a lot more like proven. It was founded in 2014, sure, but the key date here is 2016. That's when the platform became fully automated. This isn't some dusty old website. It's a refined, battle-tested system. And here's the secret sauce. This is how it actually works. The system brings in customers, it signs them up, it takes their payment, it delivers the product, which is play-based language content, and then it handles all the recurring billing. All of it without the owner having to do a thing. That is the definition of a well-oiled machine. And the listing itself confirms this. The owner's time is spent on big picture stuff, overseeing marketing, handling the rare customer support ticket, not on the day-to-day grind. So the bottom line is, the passive claim, it absolutely holds up. This is as close to a set-it-and-forget-it business as you're ever likely to find. So we've kicked the tires, we've verified the financials, we've pressure-tested the automation. Every red flag we had at the beginning has been addressed, one by one, which means it's time for our final call. Let's just quickly recap where we started and where we ended up. We thought the margin was unbelievable. Turns out it's a verified 82% net. We worried the tech was outdated. Turns out it's a proven, stable 10-year-old model. We suspected there was a hidden, massive workload. We discovered it's highly automated and passive. Every single doubt we had was met with a data-driven fact. So what are the highlights for an investor looking at this deal? You've got an extraordinary, almost unheard of profit margin, a 10-year track record of stability, which is pure gold, a genuinely passive operating model, a global customer base paying on recurring subscriptions. For a US investor looking for a high-yield, hands-off digital asset, this checks every single box. So after completing our full due diligence, our professional recommendation is simple and clear. Buy, period. This isn't a trap, it's a rare chance to get your hands on a uniquely profitable, incredibly stable digital cash machine that has proven itself over a decade. And that really just leaves one last question, and this one's for you. Now that you've seen what a top-tier digital asset looks like, is a hands-off, high-margin, automated business like this the kind of investment that belongs in your portfolio?